Jonathan's brother, Drew Scott, predicts that the groom is gonna cry during the ceremony and that he would cry too. Jonathan Scott is predicting his upcoming nuptials with Zooey Deschanel will be a tearjerker. The Property Brothers star, along with his brother, Drew, both 46, shared in a recent interview with Access Hollywood that they expect a lot of emotions to come out when the time comes for the big ceremony. "Absolutely, he's gonna cry," Drew said of his brother. "Absolutely, I'm gonna cry." Jonathan then jokingly added, "It's gonna be a mess." Jonathan also shared an update on how the wedding preparations are coming, noting that he and the new girl actress, 44, have been so busy that they literally haven't had time to just stop and think. However, Jonathan did reiterate that they wanted to keep it intimate, as weddings can be very expensive depending on what they choose to include in the ceremony. Drew teased that he was pretty sure it's going to have escape rooms, referring to the couple's choice of activity on their first date: sushi, some sort of shows, a theater. The celebrity IU star previously told People in May that he and Deschanel were planning on holding multiple wedding events, including a small ceremony and a bigger soiree to celebrate with family and friends. "We know that the most important thing for us is to be surrounded by our loved ones," Jonathan told People of their big day, "and we're not planning to do a crazy, extravagant wedding. It's going to be pretty intimate. We will probably throw another party just for friends here locally," he added. The couple are based in Los Angeles and live in their 1938 dream home that they renovated in 2022 together. Jonathan and the Elf actress first met while filming an episode of Carpool Karaoke with Drew and Deschanel's sister, Emily, in 2019. After shooting the episode, the pair began dating. After 4 years together, Jonathan officially popped the question while the pair enjoyed a family vacation in Scotland in August 2023. Deschanel's 2 children, daughter Elsie, 8, and son Charlie, 6, also played a role in the special moment, pulling out a banner that read, "Zooey, will you marry me?" as Jonathan got down on one knee at Edinburgh Castle. Following their fairy tale moment, the couple shared a joint post on Instagram with the caption, "Forever starts now." In the photo, both Deschanel and Jonathan are all smiles as they pose at the foot of a stone castle, while Deschanel proudly holds up her engagement ring. Jonathan Scott is revealing how cosmically cool Zooey Deschanel's kids are, as well as the educational podcast they're obsessed with right now. On Drew and Jonathan's site, he and his brother Drew Scott did a blog post called "Drew and Jonathan's Back-to-School Tips for a Chaos-Free Fall," where they told writer Megan Stang about their back-to-school tips and tricks. In this post, we see all of the tricks Jonathan has in store for Deschanel's kiddos and how he helps them with their back-to-school transition. In his second trick, entitled "Go to Sleep Smarter," Jonathan talked about how he and Deschanel help their kids stick to a concise nighttime routine. One of the things they do before bed is listen to the science podcast Wow in the World Before Bed. This NPR podcast talks about news in science, technology, and more. Our bedtime habits remain predominantly the same between summer and the school year. The biggest difference is that during the school week, we don't watch movies or use devices. That's a weekend activity, he said. They both love to listen to the science podcast Wow in the World Before Bed. The downside to this is that they are now smarter than we are. Isn't that so cosmic? We love all forms of educational content, and we love that Elsie and Charlie adore this science-based one. His other tips include planning ahead, organizing, doing homework right away, using smart lights, and more. For those who don't know, Deschanel welcomed her 2 children, Elsie Otter, born in July 2015, and Charlie Wolf, born in May 2017, with her ex-husband Jacob Pekinick. They separated in 2019, with the divorce finalizing the following year. However, the two continued to co-parent their little ones. Along with Elsie and Charlie's parents, Deschanel's loving boyfriend Scott is an amazing parent figure too. Deschanel and Scott have been engaged since 2023. In a previous interview with Redbook, Deschanel talked about how she took a step back from her career to focus on being a mother. "I've slowed things down a bit. I think it's good for your whole self, your creative self, your professional self, and just your soul, to take a little time for yourself and your family," she said. "You can spend your whole life going after things, but I think you risk missing out on some really powerful self-reflection."